The Starweavers Loom. A bedtime story for little dreamers. Macey sat on the edge of an old stone building high on a hill. It was called an observatory, where people used to watch the stars. Her legs dangled over the edge, and far below, the land was dark and quiet. Far away, she could see the shimmer of the silent sea. Above her, the sky was full of stars. They twinkled and sang a soft song, a song she had known since she was a little girl. But tonight, something was wrong. The stars were dimming. Their song was fading. Another star just went out, Macey whispered. Behind her, her friend Merrin came into view. He looked like a small fox made of shadow and silver light. "That's the third star this week," he said. "They're disappearing faster now." Macey held onto the stone ledge tightly. "It's not just the stars," she said. "The plants aren't growing, the rivers are drying up." Merrin jumped beside her. "So what will you do, stargazer?" he asked. "Just watch? Or will you follow the old stories at last?" "They're not just stories," Macey said. Long ago, her family had told stories about the celestial loom, a magical place beyond the stars. It was where threads of light were woven to keep the world in balance. Her father didn't believe in the loom. He thought it was only a tale. Macey had believed him, until now. "I'm going," she said. Merrin smiled. "I hoped you would." The next morning, they reached a glowing curtain called the Twilight Veil. It was the doorway between the world they knew and the world of stars. "Are you sure?" Merrin asked. "No," Macey said, "but I believe I'm meant to go." She stepped into the veil, and everything spun around. Light swirled, time bent. And for a moment, Macey didn't know where she was. But then she landed, safely, on the other side. In front of her was the silent sea, a magical sea that glowed with starlight. Its water whispered soft words, like old memories and wishes from long ago. Macey knelt and touched the water. "The sea knows the way," Merrin said, "but it will ask something from you." "I'm not afraid," Macey said, even though her heart beat fast. As she walked into the water, the whispers grew louder. And then she heard a voice. "Macey." It was her mother's voice. It sounded so real, so close. "Please don't go," the voice said. "Come home. Stay safe." Tears filled Macey's eyes. She wanted to turn back, but deep inside, she knew the sea was testing her. "I can't," she said. "I have to keep going." At once the sea grew quiet, and a glowing path of stones appeared. She walked across the sea, and on the other side stood a great crack in the world, the abyssal rift. Next to it stood a tall woman shining like the moon. "I am Aria, guardian of the rift," she said. "No one may pass unless they speak the truth." "What truth?" Macey asked. "The truth inside your heart," said Aria. Macey looked at Merrin. He didn't speak, but he nodded. She took a deep breath and stepped into the rift. It was dark, so dark, but then pictures appeared in the shadows. She saw herself as a child, crying after breaking her mother's telescope. She saw her father, hiding his sadness after her mother died. She saw herself, older, looking at the stars but pretending not to believe. Then a voice spoke. "You are afraid. You fear losing people. You fear not being good enough." "Yes," Macey whispered with tears on her cheeks, "but I will keep going anyway." And with those brave words, the darkness faded. Macey had passed the test. Aria smiled. "You are ready," she said. And there, beyond the rift, was the Starweavers Loom. It was floating in the sky, glowing faintly. Its golden threads reached into forever. Spirits were standing near it, quiet and tired. "You've come to take our place," one said. "Take your place?" Macey asked. "We have kept the loom spinning for many, many years, but now we are fading. If no one helps, the loom will stop, and life will stop with it." Macey's heart thumped. She had thought there might be danger. She had even thought she might not come back. But she had not expected this, to stay here forever, as part of the loom. "There must be another way," she said. "If you believe that, show us," said the spirits. Macey closed her eyes. She thought of her journey, the stars, the sea, the truth, and she saw it clearly. The answer. "The loom doesn't need more people to disappear," she said. "It needs hope. It needs people to believe again." The spirits flickered, unsure. Macey stepped forward and placed her hands on the loom. She thought of her mother's lullabies, her father's star maps, and the beauty of the night sky. And then the loom began to glow, brighter and brighter. The spirits smiled, and gently they turned into stardust, free at last. The loom spun again, and the stars began to shine once more. When Macey returned to the observatory, the sky was bright with starlight,